It is that time of year when the top 10 lists start coming out for just about everything. Movies, political events, sports stories, and financial moves to make before the end of the year. Yep, our financial expert Andy Manningly has a top 10 list of moves that we can make before the end of the year, and you have those for us today. Always good to see you here.
Yes, thank you.
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays and all that. So what are the easiest moves that we can make right now?
Well, the first two are changing your financial passwords and getting a free credit report. Get used to doing that at the end of the year because that's a best practice thing to do to deter fraud and detect fraud.
Oh yeah, so are there any tax moves that we need to be making before the end of the year?
Yeah, there's a couple of things that people don't think about. One is if you have a health savings account, make sure you fully fund it. So maybe you've been putting a little bit in all along. If you have some room, make sure that you talk to your employer and see if you can put more in it or if you can make a contribution to it because it'll save you on taxes. The other one is make sure you make at least the minimum contribution for the 529 plan so you can get the full tax benefit.
So, okay, any retirement things that we should do, any moves we should make for retirement?
Yeah, one thing to consider is if your investment portfolio or 401k, it usually gets out of balance, get in the habit at the end of the year to rebalance that so that'll boost your performance going into the next year.
Okay, so are there any things we need to be aware of in terms of our employee benefits?
Yeah, and this is one thing that, you know, if you've reached your deductible and you know you have a pending medical procedure coming up, try to pull it back into this year, so that'll save you money. And the other thing is if your company offers wellness reimbursements, there's still time to go out and get those new running shoes or that activity tracker and get that turned in to get it on this year.
So is there an easy big picture review that we can do to kind of see where are we from 30,000 feet?
Yeah, do a review of your net worth, which is just everything that you own and subtract everything that you owe and see where you're at and see if it's improving over year.
Yeah, because you want that to be positive.
Exactly.
Yeah, get rid of the debt and all that kind
exactly.
of thing. What's the most important move, you think, of all of these?
The most important move, whether you have a budget or not, is to look at what your outflows are and what your inflows are and see if that's going to work going into next year. And that kind of leads into the most important thing is if it's not going to work, make some changes now. Don't wait until next year to start making those changes.
Why not make a nice little resolution
exactly.
at the end of all of this? I see where you're going, Andy.
Exactly.
All right, good to see you.
Thanks
so much. So here we are, 12/16. Are you dreaming of a white Christmas?